All right, so this is a PA for AUDUSD first bounce, and just want to go over this really quick. Um, then I'll make a separate video explaining the depth of this trade and how to catch it, the rules of it, around it, everything. So let's go to the daily, and then in the daily we have a downtrend. We have this big range which we resolved from. We're having a pullback here as well. You can see this is what we would call two-leg pullback on the daily. So pullback, pullback, and we can see multiple legs on the 4 hour, and where we have almost like leg one, leg two, leg three, and then barely goes, makes it, barely tries to go and make a new higher high. Doesn't really make it. We're looking for like a probe. So this could be the top of my range. This could be the bottom of it. And all I'm looking for here is for the guy who for the buyer who got trapped. And so where I can test him. And um we in order to do that, we must go down 2 time frames lower. And that is the 15-minute. We're going to go ahead and see this here. And we're just going to put the replay here so that we can see what is really going on. And so we have this buyer. That's the buyer that's barely making a new high. He attempts, but he's not quite dead yet. This is where he dies off. This is where he gets taken out. So all this area is really trapped. If you want the precision trap, it's this block here. And we're just going to clean this up. So yeah, he dies off. When this comes out, I believe news took, yeah, news, that was news. So there's high volume here. That's already indication that there's somebody hitting it for a sell. And I did attempt there. That was my first entry. Um, but my entry felt very aggressive. It felt as if I didn't really read the market. I just decided to enter just to enter for the sake of entering, sort of like a FOMO entry. And so I exited out as soon as I started seeing these, you know, these bull candles, very aggressive buyers, um, indicating at this point this could still continue up, but he must digest the whole thing. He must digest this high volume, hold above him. Let's get rid of this. Okay, so where's my high volume? Here and here. This aggressive buyers must take him out, hold above him, and continue. That will invalidate this whole trade. Um, this point, it's still holding there. So I'm looking at the I decide to right before it drops, I decide to go down to the 5 minute, and I tell myself, okay, with my ability that I've been honing basically, I can really just go into different intervals and start seeing how they develop, where they develop, stuff like that. And so I decided to add another time frame only for the sake of getting a better entry. Um, the thing with this, it does have a rigid time frame rule, but once you understand everything, then you can go down, take out, do this, do that, and Naveen says that this kind of edge also requires like 10 different time frames. It definitely does for precision, and he's definitely correct. So I go down to the 5 minute, and I'm watching this test. As long as this guy doesn't get taken out by the buyer and the buyer, and then he just gets consumed, and they're here again at this money spot. I'm still not entering. I enter only after this guy gets taken out, this candle closes, and after seeing this wick, because it's as if, okay, buyer's testing or buyer's coming in aggressive buyer, aggressive buyer. Wait, whoa, what happened to my buyer? I thought he was very aggressive, especially at a trap. This guy should have flown up, held, and then taken off, but it didn't do that in this case. Let me hide this and you will be able to see the wick that I'm talking about. This wick right here. So it's like buyer coming in, buyer coming in, buyer. Wait, never mind. Wait, what happened there? Okay, I want to see. I still want to see whether they can. This area is still holding or not. Then he attempts one more time before again reconsume completely. Also challenging this area, closing above that area or below that area. Sorry. Then the next candle collapses. Now I need to work on reading the market even on the test. So I got to go down to a smaller time frame to read that test on these, so that I can get a precision time or a position entry, not a precision time frame because we're already at a precision time frame, but I want to get a precision entry so that I'm not getting in prior or I'm not FOMOing anything. I want to be able to read the market as a whole and not, oh, it's here in this area. I just want to hit it. No, I don't want to do that. I want to see them show me, okay, we're going this way. I want to see that buyer fell. I want to see him fell at the trap. Um, okay, so this is another area I need to work in, which is I'm gonna start setting a rule. Which the first rule is for the exit, you need a candle with a long wick at the bottom in order to exit. Go to in the precision time frame. In the precision time frame, this must happen in the precision time frame. And here in the 15-minute, we didn't have that. So we didn't have that, and so I have no reason to exit. And I held, which is totally correct. The problem came in was when I was trying to add, and I was trying to add around here, maybe here, and then also another rule that I broke for this trade was lowering my stop loss. I believe I had my stop loss around almost around my break even area. I just wanted to give it room so that I could still play around, but I just came completely for it and going for that second leg. And keep in mind, it's a 4 hour pullback. So that second leg, we're going to see it in the 15 minute, develop in the 15 minute. Let me show that real quick again. The pullbacks here, and we're trying to trade the 4 hour. This move, and for me to get a second leg, um, within this move, I need to go down to the 15 minute and see it develop in the 15 minute. And here we see it. So it's pull back, pull back, pull back, boom, deformation, test, ghost, second leg. And so I need to and it maybe it didn't hit my take profit during US because my original take profit was here. But maybe I just need to see, this would have been my exit for the time frame. I mean for the session especially. Here, long wick, the next candle fell to make a new high. I mean make a new low. Here's another rule too to it. Long wick, but if the next candle just breaks that and continues to make new lows, and I don't exit. The exit comes in when the next candle fails to, or when the next candle closes as it failed to make a new low at that wick. So maybe I wouldn't have gotten the best, profit out of this, but I would have been definitely not in, on a loss for the day or something. I would have breaking even or made a small profit. But breaking these rules and, you know, trying to get around it and stuff like that, that's where I'm need to work on. Because everything's there. I know the edge. I know it's just my performance um during the trade and seeing the pullback on the 15 minute for the second leg here, so that I may continue to ride on until it gives me a true signal to exit. I didn't get that until the second leg. Also, another thing too was I was expecting another run because of the fact that this leg had volume, and then we did have sort of high volume on the pullback, which was also another concern. But this trade was still valid unless he gets taken out, unless this buyer would have came, taken this guy out, held above him, and continued. But they were only retracing really for a second leg, and yeah, my exit should have been down here. Around there, I would have gotten 4 R's out of that, which would have been great. It wouldn't be bad. Um, yeah, but that's what the next areas that I need to tackle is allowing the pullback. If I'm expecting a second leg or a second run, I need to see the pullback on the 15 minute and not get scared out of my position. But there's that. I have limited time, so I'll leave it as it is now.